Sandy Hockman, Community Relations Coordinator of Evergreen Place Assisted Living of Champaign. Every day, our seniors are encouraged to pursue their passions and their hobbies and their interests. Living a vibrant lifestyle full of purpose and fulfillment is what we celebrate at Evergreen Place Assisted Living of Champaign. We want to inspire you by meeting a few of our residents of Evergreen Place who continue to do what they love every day.
I'm Norma Thomas. I'm 93 years old, but this is something I like to do, and I think that anybody could learn to do this and enjoy it. The diamond dots is the one that's the slowest because you're going to move those dots one at a time, and it takes some. I don't keep track of my time because I just work a few hours here and there, and whenever I feel like it or whenever I have time. So I have no idea how many hours I put into these things. So the good part is the finished product, what we have left to show. Well, now I do painting too. Now, like the one above the television, that's a painting, but it's a dot by, it's still done with dots. It's got a dot there and it's got a number on it, and that number tells me what paint to use on that one little dot. And so it's pretty slow too. I do have a blank cat, yes, and it's just look like a map really, but you've got all these spots and they're numbered, and so it tells you what to do. You don't have to think about it at all. Do it and have some fun, right? Because this is the fun. We got to have fun in a place like this. This is really old folks home, and some of them are not steady enough to do this, and they think that they're not, but they're afraid to try it. And then other people come in and see what I've done, and then they go out and buy pictures and start some themselves. That's really makes you feel good to think that somebody else liked what you did and was going to try to do the same thing. And they do. They come out with some beautiful things. Over here tells you the numbers and the colors then. This one will have some big ones in the sky, you know, or the water. This one was diamond dots and all diamonds. See, I thought I'd never get through with those black ears. They were so hard to see, and each spot was marked, you know, and I was trying to follow everything. And it may not be perfect, but it's pretty close. When you're younger, you've got so many other things you've got to do too, that this is good. I don't know how I got started even, because it just happened. It just happened. Just one after another. I mean, before I'd finish that one, I'd be looking to see what next one might be. And so now they've got it one picked over. I didn't do it, but some of the others picked out what they want me to do next. And it keeps you going, keeps you happy, you gotta keep busy or you won't be happy. What is my favorite things?
Well, my name is Bob Bentz. I live at Evergreen Place in Champaign, Illinois. I'm going to be 90 in another 2 days. I'm happy that I'm here, which means I don't have to clean the house if somebody cleans it for me. I don't have to cook the food that I was cooking for 14, 16 years after my wife passed away. And I enjoy the activities that we have here, and the fact that it's safe and they're people to get acquainted with. There's one here that's under construction. It's the USS Kidd, the ship that I served on, and so that kind of makes it the special one. The others are just model ships that were in a catalog, and I picked them because I thought I could put them together. But this one I've spent more than a year's time just fiddling with this, and it may be another year before I actually finish it. It's a catalog, but you have to shape it and put all of the parts together, and I've got a whole box of parts that are not yet on it, and the problem there is they're tiny, and they have to be glued in tiny holes, and so that's one of the reasons it's taking so long. I went into the Navy in '53 and came out in '56. I've already mentioned, I think, that I was an officer, and that seemed to me to make more sense to go in as an officer and contribute that way. We spent 6 months in the States and 6 months at sea. Well, we were at sea all of the time. When we were in San Diego, as our home port, we were at sea 5 days a week, and then we were training, getting ready to go off on the next mission. And then once we went off there, then we were gone for 6 months, and then we'd come back and do the same thing over again. Constant change of crew, people coming, going, and leaving, whatnot, and constant training need. So that's why we would go to sea for a week. We were getting ready to go for the next mission. And I remember having a conversation with the captain's wife. They invited us over to his house one night, and he sicked his wife on me, and she was urging me to stay in the Navy for my career. And I just thought, you must not like him very much, because you never get to see him. I won't tell you what his name is. But anyway, I did not stay in. I got out when my time was up and went back to college and decided I would spend the rest of my life getting degrees, and so that's what I did. Obviously, the trick is to have your health. One of the difficulties with growing old is you just tend to wind down and then not be around. And so if you can hang on to your health and your mental capacity, then it's just wonderful, because you don't have a job, you don't have to go to work. I'm living in a wonderful place, and very nice people all around me, and it's just, if you couldn't write a better script for the whole thing. It's just perfect. But unfortunately, most people don't have that all. And of course, the cost is a problem as well. So far, I've not been able to get my insurance that I purchased over some period of time for long-term care. And the reason I don't have it is because I'm not sick enough, so I can't argue. It's a boat that wealthy people tended to buy, and it goes very fast. And there's not much room for anybody to be on it. It isn't a boat that you would want to go great distances. It certainly is not a boat that you would successfully fish from. It could be used in both lakes, rivers. You wouldn't go to sea in it, but most bodies of water you could handle. That boat could manage it quite well. But it's basically a toy. It's a plaything for people who are wealthy. I've just finished that. I was not sure I would outlive the process. It took a whale of a long time to put together, and I still have a box of parts that I didn't actually use. It is supposed to make, obviously it's a very fast car, but there's a model. It's made from very little parts, and there are, I think, about 1,000 parts that were involved. And I spent, I don't know, I think 5 or 6 months just putting that thing together. Every time I turn around, I would go sit down for a couple of hours and put some more parts into it. And I began to think I was never going to get through with it, but finally did. The one on the other side is made out of flat wood, and that's unusual.
My name is Stephanie Alexander, and I'm a retired math professor, and I'm in Evergreen Place because some time ago I fell and broke my pelvis and had to learn to walk again, and then came here when I was really walking very poorly. And I've been working on it since and coming along. I've been building strength and balance by taking, according to my app, 22,000 steps a day. It's working and I'm enjoying it. People are going to find this strange, but I find math fun, and that is what I do. I'm at present writing a math book with 2 co-authors. Last year we published a little math book already that has applications to real-life problems like billiard and genetics, and now we're just about to finish a big book, and I'm just going through and making the final editing, and that is a lot of fun for me. I think I had this negative feeling, and I thought that this was going to be, kind of a downhill thing, especially after I fell. I thought I was in despair. And then now somehow I actually am happier. I still have so much to do, and I'm working on it. And my plans extend for many, many years into the future, and I'm looking forward to it so much. And I'm really, really enjoying myself. And also, of course, and I'm sure people often tell you this, you get so much smarter about life. You look back on the things you used to worry about and say, well, that was so trivial. What were you going crazy about anyhow, girl? And I would tell your listeners, look forward to this. You're going to enjoy this. Go with the flow. My other great joy, I used to tell my husband, my late husband, if gardening can't fix it, it can't be fixed. That was the cure for all anxiety. And I'm still working on my garden now, and with huge plans. I have an arbor that it's going to be covered with gorgeous climbing roses. We've already ordered, and I have a bunch of pots out on my patio now, but the plans for what else is going to go in there are just keeping me happy and hopping. And I walk out there and just look at my flowers frequently during the day, and they just lift the spirit. So that's just a joy. I think I've told your listeners probably far too much more about me than they want to know, but my advice is what I just said. Look forward to this time. Expect it to be good, and plan for what you can do that would give you most joy.
I grew up in Lima, Ohio, and I went to Ohio State University in the nursing program. So my family growing up, they didn't have a lot of money. So anyway, my friend, I really wanted to go to college, and she says, well, why don't you go to, she was going to go to Ohio State anyway. Why don't you go to Ohio State and be in the nursing program, and after the first year, see, you have to have a B average to get into the nursing program, but you manage to get into the nursing program, then you'll be working sometime in the hospital, and so you get free room and board, so that helped a lot. Plus I, did part-time jobs along the way. So we spent some time in Dayton, Ohio. While I was in Columbus, that's where I graduated from for a couple of years. I was a public health nurse. Then the rest of the time I spent working in nursing homes, and I enjoyed that. Yeah. I liked working with older people, which you see makes me very comfortable here. We went to Greeley, Colorado next, I guess, and we were there quite a few years, and that's where Katie was born, the surgeon one. Yeah, so at least 20 years, and I really liked living there. I don't think I would like living there now because it's twice as big, if not more. It's grown a lot. But Greeley's in a unique place because it's only 50 miles to get into Denver, and it's 50 miles to get into the mountains. And I was closer to the mountains being in Greeley. And then you can also go another direction, 50 miles, and go to Wyoming. But there's not so much there. Well, most of my hobbies are in the room. I like to do drawing with colored pencils. Are you familiar with that? Yeah, I love to do that. I just have always loved being around plants and all. When we were in Dayton, I was a member of a garden club, so that spurred my interest along and learned a lot of things. Well, I've never been in a situation where I had a garden all to myself, really, But back when we were in Marshfield, Wisconsin, it was an older home, and there was a garden that had been there probably 100 years and had never been taken care of. So I took it upon myself to pull all the weeds and everything out and the plants that I didn't want there, and I made it into a nice garden. So yeah, that was fun. The cat, I lived with my daughter and her husband for about 4 years, and that's where the cat originally was, at that house. The cat's name is Astor, and she's about 4 years old. She loves to be held, by the way. So at least twice a day, I probably hold her for a half an hour. And she sleeps with me, of course. Yeah, in the other room. There's quite a few people here that have cats. Everybody here is very nice.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley Dennis. I'm the Outreach and Wellness Coordinator for the Urbana Park District, and thanks for joining me for Move It Monday. Today we're going to do a 15-minute low-impact strength and balance workout. So all you will need is a set of your dumbbells or whatever weight you're using. I've got spaghetti sauce again today, which is approximately 2 to 3 pounds. And then you need a chair, okay? And then you want to make sure that your chair, once you're sitting on the edge nice and tall, that the line between your hips and your knees is nice and flat. So I've also utilized my Harry Potter books again as a sort of bolster to put under, so then I've got a nice straight line, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start with the warm-up. So for the warm-up, we are going to be standing, but you will not need weights. All right, so for our standing warm-up, we're just going to start with a nice, easy marching in place. So that's opposite hand, opposite knee will raise. And you can gently set those feet down one at a time. And remember throughout today's workout to keep breathing. If you want a little more intensity here, you can raise those knees a little higher. You can even add a twist to get the core engaged. Or you can keep it right down here. This can be a bit of a balance challenge. Just a few more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to move to a step touch. So one foot goes to the side and you're going to tap with the other foot, and same with the other side. Getting some lateral movement here. Okay, now we're going to involve the arms. Okay, so we want arms at 90 degrees beside your waist, and then we're going to raise them. Just like this. You can go a little bit slower than I am if you need to. And again, just remember to keep breathing. Try not to let those shoulders creep up. They will try to. Just a few more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go right back to the marching in place. Nice job, guys. A few more seconds here. Getting the heart rate up. All right, we're going to come to a stand. We want our feet right under our hips, so the same width. And then we're going to go through our presses, okay, without weights. So we've got field goal arms at 90 degrees, and we're just going to press straight up and bring them straight down. Remember to have a slight bend in your knees here. Anytime we're doing standing exercises, we don't want a stiff leg. And keep breathing. Awesome job, guys. Couple more here. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do some chair stands. So you're going to find your seat. You're going to come to the edge, but not to the edge where you're concerned that you will not find the chair when you try to sit back down. So you have several options here. You can cross your arms across your chest like this, or you can have them out to the sides, or if your chair does have sides on them, you can use that to help you up if you need to. But I'm going to do this right here, okay? So we're just going to come to a stand and then sit right back down. Nice job. You might notice a little rocking motion involved. Just kind of something we naturally do, but that's great because that really incorporates the core. And like I said, just go at your own pace. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. All right, we're going to find our seat. We're going to extend both legs. We're going to warm up the calves and the ankles a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to, you want to make sure that your legs are slightly wider than hips width here and you're at the edge of your chair. And we're just going to point our toes and then flex, warming up the calves and the ankles. Sitting nice and tall though. Nice job, guys. Just a few more here. 3, 2, and 1. So for our final warm-up of the day, we're going to do some leg slides, okay? So if you want to put that bolster under your feet, if you want that straight line, or you don't have it already, I'm just a little bit short. All right, so we're just going to do some leg slides. So what we're going to do is we're just going to literally take our hands as we're sitting nice and tall at the edge of our chair. We're going to slide down the front of our legs just as far as you're able, and then slide up. Focus here on really keeping the core pulled in, belly button to spine, really engaging those core muscles. nice and tall. Three, two, and one. All right, nice job. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Bringing them down and back. All right. Okay, so starting with the workout, we are going to start seated, okay? I would have your weights handy. If you want to add weights with any of these moves, you can. We're just going to start with some core, and we're going to start with some side bends. So we're going to do the right side first. So the left side, you're going to have your hand just on your thigh, just resting, staying nice and tall, okay? Shoulders down and back. We're just going to reach down for 15 reps, okay? So just slide it down, staying nice and tall. Nice job, guys. Keep breathing. We're at 5. We've got 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go to the other side. So right hand comes to the top of the leg, and 15 on this side. 15, 14. Remember to keep that posture nice and tall. And just slide as far as you're able. We all have different levels of flexibility. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep breathing, almost there. 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're going to set our weight down. We're going to do some lean backs, okay? So still sitting in our chair nice and tall with our bolsters under our feet. Okay, let's do a nice shoulder roll down and back just to realign. And we're going to cross the arms over the chest, just like this. And we're going to gently, staying nice and tall, just lean back. And then come back forward. Okay, it's a great core exercise. You want to make sure that you're not losing the integrity of that straight spine. So if your butt's sliding back or you're feeling the back of the chair at all, you want to scoot forward. Use the core to get yourself up. Take these nice and slow. And again, everybody's working at their own range of motion here. 10 down, 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. If you want to take a second to shake it out. And again, let's realign ourselves, getting those shoulders into place, nice and tall, straight spine. We're going to do the same thing, only leaning forward. So crossing the arms, and we've got 15 reps again. And make sure you're breathing throughout these exercises. All right, let's lean forward, keeping that spine nice and straight. So just as far as you're able, and then come all the way back up. Ten more here. Nice job, guys. Take these nice and slow. If you ever need a water break during this, just pause the video, grab your sip of water. 6, 5, 4, we're almost there, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. All right, you can take a second to shake it out. All right, let's do some leg raises next. So keeping our blocks under our feet and again staying nice and tall on the edge of our chair. We're going to start with the right leg, okay? So you can have your hands at your hips if you'd like with this one. That helps me a little bit remember my alignment. We've got leg raises, so we're just going to slowly raise just like that and just as far as you're able. And we've got 15 reps on each side. And let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome job. Setting both legs down. You can shake the knees a little bit to relax the hips. All right, we've got to get the other side in. So 15 on the left side now. All right, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, great job, guys. If you want to take this time to grab a sip of water, we're about halfway through the workout, and the second portion we are going to be standing, okay? All right, so for the second part of our workout, we will need our weights, and again, we're going to be standing. You will also need your chair still, though, at the end. So we're going to start with some bicep curls. So go ahead and pick up whatever weights you're using, whether it be soup cans or water bottles or spaghetti sauce, okay? All right, so we've got 15 reps, and we just want to make sure we're tucking those elbows in, staying nice and tall, slight bend in the knees here. You want to not lock up those legs, okay? So we've got shoulders down and back. We've got 15 reps, and that's 1 and down. Let's take these nice and slow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great job. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, our second exercise, we've got our overhead press, which we practiced in the warm-up. So we've got right angles with our field goal arms, okay? We've got 15, pressing straight up, and keep these movements nice and slow, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's range of motion is different here. If you've got shoulder problems on one side, you can just do one side, that's fine. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we got those shoulders burning now. Okay, so now that we're done with shoulders, let's do some rows, okay? So if you look at me from the side, I've got, again, a slight bend in the knees as always, and then a slight hinge forward at the hips. You don't have to hinge that much, it's just very slight, but all we're gonna do is those arms are just gonna straight down, okay? And we're gonna pull back, keeping the elbows in nice and tight. And ideally, you want those elbows to come a little bit behind the back to work the back of the arms, but we've got 15 reps, okay? Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that belly button pulled into spine this whole time. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Nice job. All right, so let's go ahead and set down our weights. And if you want a little more intensity, you can always repeat this workout multiple times, especially the arm portion, whatever you're ready for, okay? We're just going through one round today, though. Okay, so for the second portion, you need your chair, and you're just going to use it mostly for balance. So I'll show you. You're going to come behind your chair, just like this, okay? And we're going to start with side leg lifts, okay? So just to show you again from the front, right here, and you've got that slight bend in the knees, okay? You can wiggle it out a little bit to get ready. And again, the chair is a lot for balance here. This can be very challenging. Okay, so we've got 15 reps on each side. We're going to start with the left side. We're just going to lift straight up, come straight down. Try to stay nice and straight with your body, nice and tall. Okay, and try to keep the side of the foot to the outside. You don't want the toe turning up. That's going to be the tendency, but just keep it there as much as you can. All right, so we've got 15 reps, nice and slow. And whatever your range of motion is here, everybody's different. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, great job guys, 13, 14, 15. All right, let's get to our right side. You can bend the knees a little bit here to wiggle it out. All right, left foot planted, right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nice and tall, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great job. Again, you can bend the knees here a little bit, shake it out. All right, next we've got back leg raises, okay? So I'm going to show you from this direction. You want to stand here, again, slight bend in the knees, and our back leg raises are just going to go straight back, okay? We're really targeting the glutes and the hamstrings here, but if you need to bend that knee, feel free, just like this. All right, we're going to start with the left side, 15 reps. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome job. Shake it out. Bend the knees a little bit. All right. This is our last exercise. Right side. Reverse leg lifts. All right. 15. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're keeping that slight bend in the stationary leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice job. Shake it out. Great job today, guys. Thanks for joining me for Move It Monday. And check back with the Urbana Park District on Facebook for the next workout, which will be Workout Wednesday, this Wednesday. And I hope everybody's hanging in there during quarantine. And we miss all of you so much. And thank you.
Hello, I am Michelle Roberts. I am the Program Director of the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program at Parkland College. And I'm excited to be here today to introduce you to CUI's exercise. And what this is just a couple little exercises you can do from a seated position. And that we're going to work on breath and some stretches. So sit back in your chair, your back against the chair, feet flat on the floor. And I'm going to have you take your arms out. Your arms are like your wings of the owl. The owl is part of our logo. So your wings of the owl, you're going to bring them out to the side. And you're going to bring them up and take a deep breath in as you go up. Only go as far as you comfortably can go. No pain with this. Breathe in. Turn your palms down and breathe out. And move slowly. We're going to do that again. And you're going to breathe in peace, joy, and then let out anything negative. You're going to breathe in wisdom of the owl. And just let it all out. Then I want to have you roll your arms up, bring your arms, your wings back into a circle. Get those shoulders moving. Breathe in and out. In and out. Think about just spreading those back of your wings out. Okay. And one more. And now we're just going to take another deep breath in with your wings. And breathe out. Another thing the owl does is he looks around, right? So you're going to just look around your environment to the right. Just look at what's around there. To the left. Just moving only your head as comfortably as you can. Back to center. You can look up. As long as it doesn't cause you to be dizzy, be careful with that. And look down. And come back up. And then lean your head to one side as well as comfortable. And then the other side. And that is your CUI's exercise. I hope you felt some blood moving through your arms and you got good deep breaths and you have a little peace and wisdom. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for tuning into CUI's TV. We hope you enjoyed the show. This video can be accessed anytime on youtube.com. In the YouTube search bar, type in UPTV6 and look for their microphone logo. We hope you will join us again next week for more local, engaging content designed specifically for Champaign County older adults. Take care and stay safe.